everyone. I'm Miss Gia.
And I'm Miss G.
Welcome to our new vlog called
Mom Lives Matter.
So today's topic, we will be talking about how we became moms. We're going to share our story, experiences, our fears, our journey on how we both first found out that we were pregnant and we became moms.
And we're also going to be doing an introduction on why it is that we decided to do this Mom Lives Matter vlog.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why we first decided to do this vlog was because me and Miss G were best friends. We literally live across the street.
To each other.
Yeah, no, next door to each other. And she's always coming by. We're always talking about our kids. We're always talking about the appointments, the extracurricular activities, school. We always just sitting at this table, drinking coffee, eating breakfast, and just talking about our day with our kids. And that's how we always begin every morning, basically. We just sit down, we talk about our stressors, everything that's going on with our children, our lives, and stuff. So that's one of the reasons we decided to do this vlog. And we know that there are a lot of moms out there who can relate to just being a mom and being so hectic, and sometimes us moms, we're put like in the back burner. So
and we're burnt out.
Yeah,
we get burnt out.
So we decided to do this vlog, Mom Lives Matter, to stress that point exactly. Moms' lives matter out there.
So first of all, one important fact is that Miss Gia and I have been friends for 8 years now.
Yeah, wow.
We started off in Killeen, Texas. With our kids.
Yeah, right.
We met because of our kids. Just a little short story on that. Her daughter was playing with my daughter, and I'm one of those laid back moms that, I know where my child is at all times. So she happened to be out, like old school, after the street lights. And she was actually walking her daughter back to her house to get some clothes to spend the night, wasn't it? And Miss Gia was like, I need to know who your mom is because I'm trying to understand why you're out after the street lights have come on.
Yeah, well. Well, yeah. So my daughter and her daughter were best friends.
Yeah.
Right? And so my daughter comes to me, and I know that Michaela used to always come to the house. And so I knew Michaela. I just didn't know her mom and stuff. So one day she came home and said, hey, can I stay over at Michaela's house? And I was like, okay, but what did I say? I said, okay. I let her stay.
She's like, I need to know who her mom is.
I let her stay at your house.
Yeah.
But I told her that I wanted her inside the house by 8 o'clock.
Inside my house by 8 o'clock.
Inside her house. Yeah, I told her, if you're going to stay over at your friend's house, I don't want you in the street after 8 o'clock. You stay inside. But
I didn't know this. I had no idea.
But then around 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, I hear a knock on my door, and it's my daughter. It's Nova and Michaela. And I'm like, why are you out in the street at this time? It was dark outside too. I need to meet Michaela's mother. I need to meet who she is because I told you specifically not to be outside.
And so then Michaela calls me and is like, so Nova's mom wants to meet you because Nova was outside. And I was like, oh, Lord, you done got somebody child in trouble. Oh, I got to deal with somebody's mom. And so I was like, it's fine. Tell her come on over. I'll meet her. And I'm thinking I have to prepare for war. I'm putting my hair in a ponytail and everything. I'm like,
by the way, I just threw on sweats and a hoodie. And I was rushing to her house. I was like, I gotta meet this lady.
And we were around the corner from each other. So she comes, and she rings the doorbell, and I'm like, here we go. Gotta get ready for action. And I open the door, and I see this little short, young Puerto Rican mom, and I'm like, okay, let me take my hair out of a ponytail. Like, she not about that life.
She thought I was going to her house to start
Yeah, a fight. Yeah, she thought that I thought that I was going down because her child was in the street. And I was like, oh my goodness. And from that point on, when we realized that, you know, we both had kids and that we had some things in common, you know, we just hit it off at that moment.
Instantly.
Yeah, at that moment. Yeah. And it's been a whirlwind ever since. It's been 8 years. We started off around the corner from each other. Then we started off down the street from each other. We actually went states from each other because I ended up moving to Florida and she was still in Texas. And then when she actually moved to Florida, we were still cities from each other.
Yeah, before we moved here, I was 2.5 hours away.
Yeah. And then we finally actually ended up like 2 seconds from each other because we're neighbors now.
Yeah.
So it has been a nice ride, and our kids have actually grown up together. So we have a lot of experience to put towards this vlog as moms, as best friends, as just a huge mixed family, and we hope that you guys enjoy.
Yes.
So getting into what our topic is today, we are talking about today what our experience was when we first became moms. Like the fears, the anxieties, the happiness, whatever emotions we went through when we became moms the first time.
Yes.
So because I'm the elder mom, I'm going to let Miss Gia go first.
All right. So when I first became a first-time mom, I was 20 years old. Relationship-wise, back then, it was complicated. We don't need to go into that.
We're gonna leave that in the past.
It's complicated, but when I first found out, it was funny because every time I used the bathroom, I used to read my biology book. I had a big, huge, thick biology book. And every time, so that time I was sick. I had like a cold, but I didn't know I was pregnant. I had like a cold, and I remember the one time I was sitting, my stomach was hurting. I felt like I had a bad flu, and I was on that toilet, and I was reading the section of the human and of the female reproductive system, and I was just reading about how a woman gets pregnant and all that stuff, and how the baby grows. I was actually reading that right before I found out I was pregnant. Wow. It was crazy. Then the next day, I was still sick. I tried taking a whole bunch of meds. Nothing worked. So I went to the doctor, and they asked me to give them a urine sample, and I was like, there's no way I could be pregnant, you know? So lo and behold, I was pregnant. I received a positive pregnancy test, and I was scared. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I don't know how I was gonna tell my family, first of all, because I wasn't married.
Yeah, that's what we all think. I'm not married.
Yeah, so it was scary because I knew I was gonna be like by myself and do everything on my own. So I did have a lot of fears when I first found out, and my pregnancy was kind of hectic because I did get depressed. I was even hospitalized one time while being pregnant, my oldest. So I went through all the motions. I was depressed. My cravings was, oh my gosh, grease. Not grease, bacon.
Just go chugging grease.
No, so I would literally buy packs of bacon, and I would just fry the whole pack and just put it in a bowl. And my sister would be looking at me like, ew, you're really eating a bowl of grease? You're pregnant. Wow. And then, I got another craving while I was pregnant with her. It was pickles and Lay's chip, but it had to be the Ripple Lay chip.
What did the Ripple do to you?
I don't know.
Is it the texture thing?
I think it was a texture thing. I was craving that texture. That's weird.
Yeah, that is. That's weird. The texture of the ripple.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, then I gave birth to her. I was like 37 weeks. I wasn't full term. I didn't make it to the 40 weeks. I was around 37 weeks. And my water broke. But when my water broke, I had no pain. And I was able to walk to my aunt's house. And she lived like 10 blocks away.
Whoa.
And I was able to walk. It was crazy. But I was in labors for like 9 hours. And finally, then they had to induce my labor because like the fluid from the amniotic shock was, I was just leaking fluid and the baby was getting in distress, so they had to induce me, and I pushed like 10 times. It was horrible. I experienced the ring of fire with her.
What is the ring of fire?
Oh my gosh, I know moms out there can't relate. The ring of fire is like when you're pushing out the baby, you feel like this tremendous heat. It's this, like if somebody has a blowtorch to your shit.
Right now, I am so picturing the ring of fire at the circus and this baby just flying through it.
Yeah, that's basically. It's so painful. Oh my goodness. So yeah, but the experience was, it was lovely. I was a first time mom. Of course, she was my world. It was wonderful. Amidst the up and downs that I went through with my pregnancy, it was awesome. Then my next two, I have 3 children, by the way. One is 17, one is 13, one is 12. For my second one, you know what? I wasn't even craving anything with that pregnancy. Just one day I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I'm pregnant. So I went to the doctor. Yeah, I was pregnant. Like, I felt it. It's weird. So then he was full time. Well, no, I didn't make it to 40 weeks with him. With him too, it was like 36. Okay. He was born a little earlier because I had an accident, and he went breech on me, so I had to have a C-section for him. Okay. But no cravings for that pregnancy. Let me see. Everything was normal. No sickness. Everything was normal. I was eating normal, just a little bit more because I was eating for 2. But no cravings at all. It's crazy. For my third, for her, for my diamond, she was like the unexpected baby out of the blue. You know, I didn't think I was going to have any more when I found out I was pregnant with her, because my son was only like 7 months. So I had him back to back. But for her, my little diamond, the pregnancy was okay. I did go through a lot with, her father back then. So it was a rocky pregnancy for me. I was depressed a lot. I was stressed out a lot. I did eat a lot. I felt like I wanted to eat everything I saw. It was crazy. I felt greedy for that pregnancy. Cause
you like that now, you know that, right?
No, I'm not. No, but like, you ever, I was just finished eating a plate, big plate, and then go outside or see somebody else eating something, and I would want it. That was the type
sure you're not pregnant now, right?
No,
okay.
I know I am not. No, but that was the type of cravings that I had. Just more food, everything, all the food, even if I never tasted it. It's crazy. But yeah, then I gave birth to her at 37 weeks too. Okay. So I never made it full term, like 40 weeks with any of my pregnancies.
I don't think I did either.
So it was, for me, the experiences were bittersweet. The pregnancies itself, me as a mom, it felt great. It felt awesome. I was excited throughout all my pregnancies. For me, like, that's the only way I could describe it, is just being excited to be a mom again and again and again.
I really can't. I don't know about excitement, but
well, that was for me. So, what about you?
Yeah, well, I have 4, as you know.
Okay.
My first, actually, I did not know that I was pregnant. I was at home. I was, of course, in school full time. And one day I was coming down the stairs at my mom's house, and my mom was walking through the living room, and she just looked at me, and she was like, "Why are you glowing?" And I was like, "Why? What you mean glowing?" Like, I'm like, "What do you mean glowing? Like, we don't glow." And so,
wait, who don't glow?
like, we don't glow. There's no glow here.
You're glowing now. So, you're beautiful.
Well, yeah, that's because of the lights, but there's no pregnancy there. So when she told me that, I was like, I don't know. And she's like, "You're pregnant." And I was like, "No, I'm not." Like, why did I think that at 19 that my mom would be like stupid? Like, she doesn't know that I'm doing something. So I'm like, well, you got to do something to get something. So, I'm not pregnant. So that night, after she told me that, it's like it just triggered something in my body to say, yeah, let your mom know you're pregnant now, because my body just started reacting.
Oh.
I was having craving, but the craving that I had was for fruit stripe gum. I know you remember fruit stripe gum.
I haven't heard of that in years.
I was craving fruit stripe gum, and I was just eating it. And it was because, the fruit stripe gum, it loses its flavor like after the first 3 chews. So I was like strawberry, lemon, banana. Like, I was just going, And after I ate this 16 pack, it's like my body was just like, so I'm like laying down saying to myself, like, I shouldn't have ate all that gum. That just didn't make any sense. But my body was actually saying something else. My body was saying, yeah, this baby doesn't want that gum. So I just started just vomiting all of this gum. And you can imagine, like, when you swallow gum and it comes back up, it's like it's stuck.
Ooh, and it's thick.
Yeah, and it's thick. So I'm like, argh! So I had all of this gum all over my mom's floor, all over the carpet. It was just horrible. And my mom came up and she's like, yeah, you're going to go to the doctor. And so the next day, of course, I went to the doctor. I found out I was pregnant. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. So my pregnancy, I cannot say that I was afraid because I was home. So, I had my mom to I thought that she was going to be upset because, at the time I was in the National Guard. I was, in school full time. So I had these plans for my life.
Wow.
And I was thinking, okay, this is not how I was raised. My mom is going to be furious. She was disappointed. She wasn't mad. She was disappointed. And, but I can actually say that she really held my hand through all of it. She was the excitement. That was her. I was not excited. I was just like, it's whatever. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I do remember that as time went on, I was trying to figure out what I was going to name my child. And I was trying to, go through the motions of picking out names and everything. And I remember that when I was 8 years old, I remember going to my grandmother's house and always watching soap operas with her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The soap operas. Yeah. With the grandma.
With my grandma. I was raised with my grandmother. So I saw every telenovela that came out in the 90s.
For me, it was Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, anything, Guiding Light, everything that came on CBS.
Wow.
That's what I had to sit there and watch, while I was at my grandmother's house. So I remember specifically Young and the Restless, there was this character whose name was Alan Michael Spaulding. He was the sexiest, richest man on that show.
Check him out.
Yeah, and I was just like, as the time went by, I was like, when I have a child, I'm going to name my child Alan Michael.
Wow.
And so when I found out that I was having a boy, it was automatic that his name was going to be Alan Michael. But the spelling of his name meant something because I spelled his name Alan, A-L-O-N, which means the strength of an oak.
Oh,
and then Michael was the archangel to God. So, when I put his name together, it had meaning instead of just, randomly picking out a name for whatever. So
that's nice. That's
what happened with my first. And then my other 3, I went through it. Michaela, I didn't too much have any bad pregnancy with her as far as contractions or whatever. But I did have cravings. I craved seafood with Michaela.
Oh.
Allison, there was nothing. There was no feeling. There was no
It
scare.
was just like normal.
It was just normal.
Your body was normal.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
My water broke, and I just sat there like, yeah, eventually she'll come.
Wow.
And then with Mason, my love child, that's my love child. He's not my favorite. We don't have favorites.
We're not saying favorites. We're saying just
but
one.
That one, yeah. He was supposed to be a girl.
Wow.
And I cried so long because I had already had a boy and 2 girls. I wanted 5 boys. But in the mix of that 5 boys,
wow.
I got 2 girls.
2 girls.
And I was going to have another girl. And I was so depressed because I didn't want all of those girls. I did not want all of those girls. And so when I went in and I delivered, the doctor came and he said, well, you have a 6-pound, 5-ounce baby boy. And if I was not in a coma at the time, I would have gotten up.
Didn't wake up.
I would have gotten up off that table and did a happy dance because I was not prepared for a boy, but I was so excited. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And his dad even said, you wanted him so much that you changed him to a boy.
Wow.
And so we came up with the name My Son, Mason.
Well,
yes.
Wow.
Yes. So that's where my baby came from.
So the doctors first told you that he was gonna be a girl.
I'm talking about the whole pregnancy.
So you went ahead and bought everything for the
everything was
blankets,
pink.
Clothes, everything
was pink. Everything was
wow.
pink. We thought he was going home in a pink tutu with a pink bow and everything. Luckily, my mom went out and bought something.
Wow, that's crazy. I see my pregnancies when they told me it was a girl, it was a girl. Boy.
You had good insurance.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna take a pause right here and ask all the moms if they've ever had to go through that.
Where you thought that you were having a girl for the longest and you got all girl stuff and found out that it was a boy the day of delivery, or vice versa, where you thought you were having a boy and then it turned out to be a girl. I mean, I had a girl baby shower.
Wow.
Yeah, like the baby shower was a girl.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
That's crazy. So if you've ever
Thank God for receipts.
Yeah, right. So if you've ever had that experience, please comment that on the box below. We want to hear your stories, your experiences. So go on ahead and share with us.
You know, the crazy thing about it is that Alan Michael, my birthday is December 14th and his is December 15th and my mom is December 15th. And I actually went into labor on December 14th, but I crossed my legs. I refused to let him come out on my birthday. He was not coming out on my birthday. So when I went into actual labor, I went into the hospital on December 14th.
All right, so you actually just tried to hold him?
Yeah, I tried to hold him. I did. Wow. Alan Michael, if you're watching this, this is the reason why your birthday is December 15th.
You were
because
supposed to be.
You were not coming out on my day.
Hey, me and my daughter are actually a week apart. Like my birthday is May 13th and then Nova is
May 20th. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty meaningful.
But so when I actually delivered him, sitting there, you know, with those stirrups and everything, and my mom was like right in front of me, I told her, "Happy birthday."
Wow.
There you go. So so now my son, my mom, and my husband all share the same birthday,
wow,
and I have my own day. I have my own day.
That's actually good though. You have your own day.
Yes. So the other topic that we wanted to discuss is, what kind of mom are you? I am the type of laid back mom. I don't really do all of the, wild partying stuff. I just let my kids go as they go because they're 23, 21, 17, and 15. So, yeah, I'm kind of like laid back.
Yeah, you're more laid. She's more of the mafia mom.
Okay.
Mafia mom.
Okay, yeah, I like to get things done.
Yeah, laid back and all, but when something goes on with her kids, she is sure enough out there with your trench coat, your
I'm going at
it, and your machine gun.
I'm going at it. Like there have been so many times that I have had to like turn into Olivia Pope and be that gladiator. Yep, I had to be that gladiator and get out there and handle business for my kids. And most of the time they're like, "Mom, I can't believe you did that," but at the same time they're like, "I can't believe you did that." Yeah, we got it done.
That's something natural that we as moms go through. See, I'm more of a playful mom.
Yeah,
I love to sing and dance with my kids, and
she hits the quan. She does the Fortnite dances.
No, but that's because my kids are like, whenever something new comes up, and they're coming up to me and say, "Hey, Mom, look, we learned a new dance. It's Juju on the beat or something," and they teach me, they show me. So I go on ahead and just be playful with them, try it out,
If I tried that with my kids at their age, they would have me admit it.
No, but wait, there are certain things that my kids do, and I just be like, huh? Because I don't know that term. What are you trying to say? And they're like, "Mom, it's not your time. It's something that's in our time." And I'm like, okay, what is my time? I feel old. Oh, just like the word lit.
Oh.
So
I tried to use that one day.
Me too.
Oh my God, I felt stupid.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I was like, "Oh, that was lit." And they were like, "Don't do that,
Yeah,
Mom."
my kids did the same thing.
What you mean?
So I always hear them say it. So one time, I know we were celebrating something, and I came out and said, "Oh, that's lit." And it was like, they both looked at each other, Gordo and Diamond, and said, "Mom, no." I felt embarrassed. I'm like, but why you guys could say it and I can't?
We can't, because when it comes out of our mouth, it comes out with all kind of dust bunnies on it and everything. Because it's like, it's like when we say lit, it's like, okay, yeah, no,
it's
that's
not
for
really
us.
Lit. That's just coming on powder. Like,
it's just like we can't even. They feel like they can't even use the word anymore once we say it.
Yeah,
it's like lit up. Well, take that out of the cool book. We can't use that anymore.
Word is.
Yeah. So yeah. I tried to use oh, you tried it. I tried that. When the kids say, "Oh, you tried it." I tried to use that.
Oh,
I guess that's a high school word.
Maybe. Yeah. No.
It didn't work out very well.
One time I hear, like I've heard Nova says, "I'm finna go here. I'm finna go there." I don't know if that's like a finna.
Oh yeah, finna.
I don't know if that's like a new term now, or if that's something that's down south.
It's something that's south. It is something that's down south, but it's the lazy way of talking. It's the kids' way of not using the English classes that they are actually enrolled in school. Luckily, public education is free because we would be paying for them to say finna.
Yeah. No. So yeah, I at first when I heard Nova say that, I was like, what's finna? What are you? And then
do you want water?
Yeah, no, finna. So I wasn't sure. So she explained to me, and I just said, "Why can't you just say I'm going to do this, or I'm about to go here?"
Oh my God, Mom, that's too many words.
Yeah, like instead of saying I'm gonna go to the carnival, I'm finna go to finna. No, and so I tried to use it, and I felt so weird.
Yeah.
And then Nova looked at me like,
yeah,
she knows. But I try.
Yeah, we
try to talk in their terms.
We try. We try. I mean, we try to, understand them, because that's what it is to be a parent. You want to understand. You want to be able to communicate with your kids. But when it comes to not using full sentences or words, then that's where I fall short, because I am a college student. I have graduated with my bachelor's, and I know what it takes to get ahead in this world. And I'm not finna use incorrect English just to sound
So now
cool.
we have that cleared out. It's actually like a down south. It's not actually a term,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's a down
okay.
south thing. I don't know why Nova feels like she can use that because she's
back
up
in
north.
Texas. No, but it was while we were living
Oh
in
yeah,
Texas.
it was.
I
the
wasn't
community.
sure what it was.
It was the community.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. See, I wasn't sure.
The influence that the community has on our kids, it's. You need to watch it.
And this is the reason why we are making this vlog. So we can share these kinds of things that we go through as moms.
Because we know we're not the only ones.
Yes.
We want to see those comments on what you guys go through because I know that your kids are finna tell you guys something that you want to post in the comments.
Or they will tell you, it's lit. Oh, yeah. Another one that I used. Your eyebrows on fleek.
Fleek? Okay, I have to tell you.
To my daughter, to my little one, and she goes, "Mommy, don't say that. Don't say that."
Okay, now this is where I bang my gavel. There are some words that we are not allowed to use.
We cannot say these things.
I'm gonna say this one time for you guys out there. Fleek is not our word.
Fleek, no.
Parents,
I try.
No fleek.
I tried that.
No.
I hear them always saying, "Hey, that's on fleek," or "Her eyebrows are on fleek." So I did try to use that term, and my kids looked at me like,
fleek.
They were ready to put me in a.
Fleek is not something that I will ever put in my vocabulary. It's your eyebrows look nice
for them.
That's
it. But
no, not for them. I wouldn't care if Jesus came down right now. I'm not using the word
fleek.
I won't even say it.
No, it's even in my little Bitmoji. Like my little avatar.
Like the cartoon, maybe the cartoon character,
avatar is on there. Like I'm on the word fleek, and I'm like, oh, that's fleek.
I'm not. No.
And so Diamond was like, Mom, no.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line.
I mean, these are things I'm pretty sure other moms go through.
Yeah.
And hear all these new terms that their kids be saying, and they're just like,
I want to know. I would like you guys to comment and say some of the words that you guys have used and your kids have looked at you like, what did you just do to our language? That's our language. We don't use proper language. What are you doing?
You're not allowed to use it because you're a Generation X or...
Yes, like using the word fleek is like using the F word. Like we're not allowed to say it as adults. We're not.
It's like a taboo for.
Yeah, it's a taboo.
World.
Yeah, that's their word. Leave it there with them. Let them figure out what it means.
I know, but it's not even in the dictionary.
Yeah,
is it fleek?
It's probably in the Urban Dictionary for uneducated youth, but it's not in a normal dictionary.
All right, then. So again, you guys comment in the box below. Let us know your experiences, your journey, anything you would like to share with us, any questions that you may have. Please comment.
And just before we go, the next topic that we're going to discuss is going to be how have you, as a mom, saved your kids at the last minute? Because we, as moms, have had to save our kids so many times at the last minute with projects, with science fair projects. Oh my goodness. Homework assignments. Oh, I left it. Can you send it? Just so many different things that we have had to at the last minute do so that they could get the grade that they need. And then there are going to be some parents out there that are just like, okay, you know what? That's your grade. It's on you. We're not dealing with it. We just want to know your comments. And if you have any questions that you want to post and that, you want us to answer, just let us know and we'll look over it and we will answer your questions on our next vlog. Oh, and don't forget to comment below. If you have any topics that you want us to cover, or if you have any questions that you would like to ask us, make sure that you comment below. Also, make sure that you share your experience of, how you became a mom, or, what your experiences were as far as the excitement, the fears. Also share what words you guys learned.
We want to hear them stories.
Yes.
And it's going to be a lot of fun, ladies and gents. So...
And also, real quick, whatever stories that you share, If you want us to share them with everybody else, because we are going to talk about them on the vlog, let us know by putting in your comments, okay to share, or by inboxing us and saying, hey, it's okay to share our story. Because that's what this is all about. It's about, you know, moms getting together and sharing laughter,
Yes.
sharing tears, sharing, you know, just stories about being a mom.
So we want to hear from you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and like us on Instagram. Don't forget. And remember, we want to hear your story and experiences, okay? We're going to get ready to laugh, cry, and say amen. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Good.
We was lit.
I'm lit.
We was on fleek.
Oh. Well, Mom. Well, Mom.
You said, okay, Mom.
Okay. Is that in the dictionary?
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
I think it is.
That's actually pretty cool. It is.
Section at the bottom. Yeah, I quit. But anyway, go ahead. What you about to say?
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna take that piece and put it with the fleek.
My coffee's cold.
My cup is empty.
No.
I got water.